Giving to God can wait until we're more financially stable. Yan po ang pag-uusapan natin sa episode na ito. Hi there, welcome to another episode of Happy Spouse, Happy House. This is Coach Chinky and minus Coach Novi because she's right now doing another podcast for another channel. So we're going to do a deep dive sa major na parating pinag-uusapan ng mag-asawa with regards to yung issue ng pagsasauli ng ating ikapu or tithing kay Lord. Okay, if you believe in this, FYI na lang po, disclaimer na lang po, kung kayo ay naniniwala po sa konsepto nito and you want to know more about yung tithing, please finish this episode. But if you are not a believer of this episode is not for you, skip nyo na lang po. Alam mo, marami po nag-iisip, tsaka na ako magbibigay sa church or mag-soli kay Lord, tsaka na lang pagka okay na kami kasi kailangan muna namin bayaran ng bill, tsaka na ako magbibigay, di ba? Ang tanong, yan ba yung tamang pamamaraan? Should we give to God or return to God when it's only convenient? Today, we're going to do a deep dive and pag-usapan po natin bakit na mahalaga na matutunan natin yung tamang pamamaraan. Okay, let's be real. Ang pagsasauli kay Lord ay isang malaking challenge, lalo na kung gipit tayo. Again, let me talk about word ng pagsasauli. Okay, again, the reason why I use that term and then I'm referring to me kung bakit ganun ako mag-isip. Because kung ikaw rin ay naniniwala, sabayan mo ako, do you believe that God owns everything? So, if God owns everything, I own what? Nothing. If I own nothing, I'm just borrowing. Diba, kunyari, parang nanghiram ako sa iyo ng sasakyan. Pag nanghiram ako, alam ko hindi sa akin yan, napakadali na isoli ko yung bagay na yan dahil alam kong hindi akin, hindi ko pag-aari. Pero, napakahirap ipamigay ang isang bagay pag alam mong ito ay iyong pag-aari, lalo na pinaghirapan mo. Yung sasakyan na pinag-ipunan mo ng 10 years, mahirap pamigay yun, isoli. Bakit? Isa iyo yan eh. Pero kung alam mong hiniram mo, napakadaling isoli. Do you agree? So, likewise, parang ganun po yung naging mindset ko. Kung alam ko, if God owns everything, we own nothing, we are just borrowing, nanghiram lang tayo. So, dapat madali magsoli. That's number 1. Number 2, hindi mo pwedeng ibigay ang isang bagay pag hindi ikaw nang may-ari. You can never give what you do not own. So, my question to myself during that time is, if God owns everything, I own what thing? So, I'm not the owner. I'm just the caretaker. Kaya nga yung context ko parati pag ako ay nagsasoli kay Lord, hindi ako nagbibigay sa Kanya, nagsasoli ako. Kaya nga kung ikaw, tinitignan mo, ikaw may-ari talaga ng perang pinaghirapan mo. Just like my struggle before, napakahirap talaga magbigay. Pero kung alam mong hiniram mo, hindi mo to pag-aari, pinahiram lang to sa'yo, mas madaling isoli. So, that's what we need to reflect on today. Kung kasi hinihintay po natin na talagang yumaman tayo bago tayo magsuoli, nako, baka hindi na dumating yung panahon na yan. Yan ang reality. So, right now, let's talk about, okay, bakit pa natin kailangan magsuoli kay Lord? Because once you return to God, you are honoring God with your wealth. You're acknowledging. Parang di ba, kung may tumulong sa'yo, di ba, may tumulong sa karir mo, sa negosyo mo, di ba, as a token of appreciation, anong ginagawa mo? Bibili ka ng magagandang gamit, pagkain, di ba? To honor Him as a token of appreciation. Di ba? And likewise, kung ikaw naniniwala ka that it is God who gives you the ability to produce wealth, it is God who bless you, you can honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits. When you say first fruits, yun na nga yung sinasabi nilang ikapu. Pero para sa iba, ang sabi nyo, aray ko po, yung basket po, umiikot po. Again, uulitin ko ha. I'm not imposing this to you as you listen. I'm just sharing to you my revelation and truth why we honor God with our wealth. Ang ibig sabihin niyan, this is not anymore a random act. It's an honor for us to really acknowledge that the source is from God. And likewise, for me, malaki ang utang na loob ko sa mga tao na tumulong sa akin, sila Randy Santiago, sila Francis Kong. Kaya tuwing itong mga taong na ito, tuwing naalala ko, di ba, si Julius Babaw, Tintin Babaw, kaya nga itong mga taong ito, tuwing lumalabas ako sa bansa at may nakita akong mga gamit na babagay sa kanila, sila naalala ko. Di ba? Kaya nga, alam mo mga friendship, hindi mahirap maging generous sa mga taong alam mong pinagkakautangan mo ng loob. And I do believe that I owe a lot to God. Apart from God, I am nothing. So again, yung returning to Him is not anymore an obligation, but it is a joy. Ang sarap ng feeling. Again, may nagsasabi naman, Chinky, mabilis lang sabihin yan kasi nga may kaya ka na. Kaya kaming naghihikahos kami, sapat, sakto lang. Paano kami magbibigay? Now, let's face reality. Minsan, yun nga naisip natin, kapos nga ako, paano pa ako magbibigay? Naalala mo ba yung kwento about yung widow? Nagbigay siya ng 2 copper coins, 2 barya sa templo. Sa mata ng tao, parang, grabe, di ba? Barya lang yan eh. Pero may nagbigay na mas malaki. Pero alam mo sa mata ng Diyos, alam mo sinabi niya, truly I said to you, that poor widow has put more into the treasury than others. Because yung mga iba, they gave out of their wealth. Sobra lang eh. May sobra sila kaya nagbigay. Pero this woman gave out of her poverty. Ang ginawa po niya, binigay niya buong buo. Yan na yung last 2 coins niya. Grabe, di ba? Hindi importante kay Lord yung yung amount eh. Tinitignan niya yung heart natin eh. Yung faith, ikaw ba ay naniniwala? Ikaw ba ay nagtitiwala? Diba? Ikaw ba ay nakakilala kay Lord na hindi ka iwanan, pababayaan at gusto ka niya talagang i-bless? Kaya hindi po natin gawing hadlang yung kakulangan po natin na sabihin natin na hindi natin gustong i-acknowledge si Lord. So, ang question right now is this. Paano natin gagawin makatotohanan kahit konti lang kita mo ay magiging generous ka pa rin towards kay God? Ito yung challenge ko. These are some practical tips that we did. Again, it's up to you if you want to follow it or not. Number 1, start small. But start now. Kung hindi mo kaya magbigay ng malaking halaga, okay lang. Ang importante, yung may willingness ka willing ka talaga na magbigay. Maliit, basta consistent.
Laging may tampuhan tuwing pera ang topic. Si Mister gusto mag-ipon, si Mrs. gusto maglaan. Pareho namang may point, pero parehong hindi magkaintindihan. Hanggang sa tuwing may money talk, nagiging away talk. Pero nang mabasa nila ang librong ito, ang pera ni Mister at pera ni Mrs. ni Coach Chinky at ni Coach Novi, na-realize nila na hindi ito labanan. Hindi ito labanan ng pera ko, ng pera mo, kung hindi partnership ng pera natin. Mas maayos na ang usapan, mas may plano ang budget, mas buo ang tiwala sa isa't isa. Type nyo yung HAPPY or happy to get this book at para matutunan kung paano gawing teamwork ang pera, hindi tensyon.
Get it now. Limited time only.
Sample. Okay yan. 1,000 kita mo, 100, di ba? Lagay mo na, tabi mo na agad. Alam mo, pagka sinanay mo na yung sarili mo, this develop the habit of generosity. Di ba? Parang I challenge you to test God on this. See if He will not open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing. Yun yung nangyari sa akin eh. Honestly, nung nag-start ako, 10,000, 1,000 bigay ko. And talagang may miracle na nangyari. The following month, from 10,000 income ko since I was in sales, nagkaroon ako commission ng 50. So, di ba? 10 to 50, ang laki na po. Kaya nga, I want to challenge you so that you can experience God's faithfulness and goodness. Number 2, yung tithing po, kung nagpa-practice kayo, yung returning po, lagay mo na sa budget. Di ba? Isama mo na. Di ba? Like for example, sinasama na namin income. Kami to, again, hindi kayo. Income minus tithes, minus offerings, yung offering, pagtulong sa ibang tao, tapos savings, investment, and then expenses ang last. Yan po yung namin, formula po namin. Number 3, ito yung pinakamahirap talaga, honestly. Yung first 2, mas madali eh. Yung pinakamahirap talaga, yung magtiwala. Ito yung pinaka-importanting mindset shifting that God is our provider. Kapag inuna natin ang Diyos sa ating finances, hindi niya tayo pababayaan, hindi niya tayo iiwanan. Malinaw sa Bible, malinaw na sinabi po sa atin na pinagpapala po ni Lord ang mga taong nagtitiwala po sa Kanya. Di ba? Yung parable of the talents. Di ba? Yan po yung ginawa. Binigyan sila, nagtiwala, dumaki, dumoble, pero yung isang di nagtiwala, natakot, tinago, di ba? Binawi ni Diyos. I can personally attest to this na talagang we just need to trust God. So, probably I'll tell you our personal story. There was a season in our life that we were really struggling financially, and it was really hard. It was really challenging and difficult. And there was a point, ito, first time ko lang i-share to publicly. Again, you might find this weird. Again, this is not to impress, but this is to honor God for His faithfulness in our lives. Meron na ako isang lumang Starex na gumagana pa naman, pero alam ko na kailangan ko na siya talagang i-retire. Okay? So, I was praying, sabi ko, Lord, grant me the opportunity to have a brand new car. Kahit anong sipag ko, tiyaga ko, walang nangyayari na pumapasok for a brand new car. So, ang practical niyan, I sell the car, marami pang down, and then bibili na lang, huhulug-hulugan ko na lang. Pero while I was praying one time on December, sinabi ni Lord, gusto mo magkaroon ng bagong sasakyan? Sabi ko, opo. Ito yung gusto kong gawin mo. Itanim mo yung sasakyan mo. Anong itanim, Lord? Hindi naman ano yan, plant. Because what you sow is what you reap. If you want a car, you sow a car. Yan ang sabi sa akin. Again, this is my personal conviction. Huwag mo niyo ako sundin kung hindi kayo naniniwala. Sabi ko, Lord, ang hirap niyan. Sabi ko, I will only agree if my wife agrees. So when I talked to my wife, sabi ko, God told me, in order for us to have a car, we give away the car. Sabi niya, tama. Sabi ko, magkakuntsaba kayo. So to cut the long story short, we prayed and we talked to someone. Sabi ko, tinawagan namin, sabi ko, good news. God told us to bless our car to you guys. So, bad news kami nawalan. Hindi po. And then sinabi, naglagay kami ng tanig. Sabi ko, by January 31 of the following year, please get the car with or without a brand new car. Sabi namin, hindi na namin babawiin yan. So when we made that step of faith na we are going to, sow the car. You know what happened? Miracle yan. January is one of the worst months for communicator just like me. Kasi planning pa lang, wala pang mga events. But you know what? Invitation came right and left. Talagang sobrang busy ng January ko. To cut the long story short, before we end the month, January 31, we were able to bring home a brand new car paid in cash. Again, God is so good. And every time when I look back talaga, sabi ko, Lord, sobrang galing. But it takes a lot of faith, revelation, obedience to know to really step out of faith. So I just want to encourage you to always remember when you return to God, it's an act of worship. Yung being generous is not for only the people who has money. It's for everyone. Kahit wala ka, you can be generous. Kahit na maliit ang kita mo. Making your, returning to God, honoring God, and giving and being generous should be a priority. Hindi what's left over. And last, I just want to encourage you that God is good. God is faithful. That He will provide all your needs according to His glorious riches. So, as we wrap up this episode, I don't want you to give because you just need money. I want you to return to God because now you realize that you don't own anything, but you own nothing. If God owns everything, we own nothing. We're just returning. So once you want to return to the Lord, it's just an act of what? It's an act of honor, worship, trust, and obedience. I hope that this episode really have helped you to get a fresh perspective. Kung nakatulong po to sa inyo, please type sa comment section kung paano to nakatulong sa inyo. And if na-bless kayo sa episode na ito, share this with your family and friends. So let's keep learning together and growing together as a couple. So, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe also on this channel. We're here, tatandaan nyo, to build stronger relationships, one family at a time. Dahil kami naniniwala, bawat pamilya ay may pag-asa.